Today I want to get into V hitting a fan on the head and what some people were saying about this. I wanted to get into the alleged theory of V and Lisa on a date, and then we have YG finally addressing the dating rumors. So hey Dumplings, it's Dave. Decide hater or not, make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell on. Grab your dumplings, hey Splink Mug merch, and let's go. If you have been following Blackpink for a little bit, you'll know there's been some alleged rumors going on specifically with Rosé. The rumors actually didn't get that big as it mostly seemed like your everyday ship rumors. So in case you don't know how this rumor started, Rosé was seen at a party and a photo was posted of her and a few other people. Such people were people from fashion like Burberry executives, and the only two people that were Asian was Rosé and a Korean actor named Kang Wong, and they happened to be sitting next to each other. As progressive as a lot of people in the fandom like to think they are, it's very interesting to me when two Korean people, male and female, come together, there's always a ton of rumors of dating. However, literally a Korean idol could be next to a white or black person of the opposite gender, and there's never any rumors of dating. It seems like people tend to think that the groups or idols would only date people within their race, which is so silly to me. I'm not saying the rumors are true, I'm saying why is this always the speculation? Rosé, for example, speaks English quite well. Why would she not date a black person or a white person? Why is that not in the equation? Because it's just weird to me how she would never get shipped with those people. The rumors went further than just a photo at a party as people began taking photos where they saw Rosé and Kang wearing the same jewelry and all that silly stuff, because same jewelry always means dating in K-pop. Netizens got mad over this and started to write a lot of comments. I'm sure both of them got a lot of hate, and this is the nonsense that I am talking about. Nothing was confirmed at that point, and people were mad over something they started. Wasn't anything the idols did, and it wasn't anything that was said. Completely fan-made drama that the label and the artist now have to deal with death threats over. Makes no sense. Now, Kang is much older than Rosé, and so the age gap was something that people were getting upset over. And people asked Rosé to find someone her own age, which is so sexist because Kang was not getting those comments. So now the responsibility would fall under the younger girl to not date older and not the older man for not picking a younger woman. I don't think either should get hate, but the hate should never fall under the younger person because they are younger and more vulnerable. YG initially came out with a statement to say that they found it difficult to verify since this was both idols' private lives. They probably sent an email to Kang's label and asked Rosé, and they didn't hear back right away. So they just wanted to make a statement to acknowledge that they know of this rumor. This carried on for a bit more, and then we finally got an official statement from YG to deny the rumors entirely, to say that they heard back and the rumors are undoubtedly false. And I think this will cause a trickle effect to make people think that at a time where YG doesn't deny a rumor, that it must mean that the rumors are true. This is not always true either. YG denied it this time because they likely got a clear answer from both artists and labels. Other times, both labels could feel unbothered to check or look into it because looking into a claim and spending employees' time looking into it costs money. For example, the Jennie and Taehyung rumor, they both probably felt like they didn't want to acknowledge this alleged hacker. They didn't want to ever address or give attention to the hacker because they assumed that's what the hacker wanted. So instead of denying or saying anything, they both decided to not speak, which is what happened. That's just my theory though. And Taehyung, for example, doesn't like to address too much, I would assume. Last time when he did address a hater and threatened to sue them, we can see that the haters still did not stop, and in fact their channel is thriving bigger than ever, and has allegedly been the root of some big dating rumors that have come out since then, and has since then continued to talk about BTS and specifically Taehyung. So I don't know the results of the case, but it seemed like it just wasn't worth it for Taehyung to even mention because it didn't do anything. But that is just my conspiracy. I think over the years, Taehyung has learned a lot and learned what he can and can't do as an idol. Previously, he was actually in a scandal for hair pulling, and it sounds crazy, but it really wasn't that bad. If you don't know what happened, this was during a fan meet, and during fan meets, there's a big table and each fan can go up and say hi to whichever member they want. It's usually aligned so you can say hi to each one and you'll have one-on-one moment with each member. And so the members will of course naturally build some sort of relationship with some ARMY armies, and especially ones that go multiple times. They'll be remembered. I think this specific army was just joking around, and Taehyung probably knew of her and decided to grab her hair and just kind of wiggle it around. He wasn't pulling hard or anything like that, and she was not fighting or in any way hurt. She seemed more so embarrassed by her favorite idol kind of teasing her, and it was just a cute, sweet moment. Taehyung did it for long enough where Jimin, who was a couple feet away and talking to another person, even noticed that Taehyung was doing this, and Jin actually had to step in and tell Taehyung to stop. And hence, he has never done that since, because he now knows it will look bad. This is also a reason why recordings are usually not allowed during these types of things, because things like this are usually taken out of context and a whole other narrative is built around it to make the idol look bad. People had their own stories. I think a lot of it was to defend Taehyung. Some people were saying that the person he was doing this to was a known stalker and he had just been fed up with her. And that, I think, is very disrespectful. We don't know what she is and if she is a stalker or not. To immediately put her in that category just to ensure that the backlash on Taehyung will stop. Sure, if people think that, the backlash could lighten up for Taehyung, but if the people were angry enough to somehow find out who this girl is, and the internet is known to do that, then she would get death threats for literally doing nothing wrong. She could have literally just been a fan that Taehyung was being playful with. So please don't make up stories even if you think it's helping. Recently, people have actually been speculating a lot more about Taehyung and what he has been up to. Some people have actually said that Taehyung is not dating Jennie, but actually dating Lisa. And I think this rumor is very silly. If you are not aware, recently Taehyung, Lisa, and Bogum appeared at the Celine fashion show together. This sparked a bit of dating rumors because everyone was completely staring at Lisa and Taehyung to see if there was any interaction there that would cause people to believe that they were dating. The rumors died very quickly as the two went their separate ways, and then I think around this time the Jennie and Taehyung rumors were about to reach their height, so everyone was kind of looking there to and assuming that Lisa and Taehyung were definitely not dating. But recently Taehyung, Lisa, and Bogum came together again to do another Celine campaign. This is where the rumors really sparked up because now the Jennie and Taehyung rumors have died down a lot, and then we see Lisa and Taehyung together, and so those rumors have time to grow, and if there's nothing else going on, they tend to surface. The rumors exploded even more when we saw Lisa actually post Taehyung and Bogum on her page. No one really talked about Bogum, but the fact that Lisa has Taehyung on her page now is quite controversial. Her entire comment section became filled with vomit emojis, and now we see a bunch of comments telling Lisa to ignore the haters. Don't worry, she's likely not reading it. The rumors went on a lot further than this, with behind-the-scenes footage of Lisa smiling when Taehyung walked into the studio, and some even say that their relationship fully sparked when the two had gone to a club together after the first Celine fashion show, and they hung out that night. And then others were saying that we see moments where Taehyung is waiting for Lisa before he leaves, and all this allegedly happened during the first Celine get-together. All these rumors are still simply rumors because, as I've said before, people can be friends, and if they are friends, these actions still make a lot of sense. Of course, you are going to wait for your friend before you leave because you might have plans to hang out together. Also, there's literally no coverage of where Bogum is. What if he is there too? The likelihood of this being a date, if the whole crew is there, is less likely. And aside from the shoot, we don't see both of them going out of their own way to see each other during their personal time. Look, I love shipping, and I react to a bunch of cute ship moments over on Patreon, but none of this is confirmed right now. So you can ship, but you have to let people know that this is still just a fantasy thing and not confirmed yet. Which, by the way, if you want to react with me to music videos, ships, TV shows, come join us on Patreon. We have a fun time over there, and there's a $1 tier with limited spots right now, so I hope to see you there. Other rumors are more things that don't 100% line up, like apparently Lisa was also in Jeju around the time Taehyung was, or things like that. And apparently both of them went to Jeju in the summer. Not on the same day, this was never said. It was said that they both just went to Jeju. Jeju is a place in Korea a lot of people go to in the summer. Jeju to Seoul is like an hour by plane, and the tickets are like $40 round trip sometimes. People can literally go just to have lunch and then come back, or spend a weekend there and then come back to work on Monday. It's not really something that most Koreans or people who live there wouldn't take advantage of. Let me know what you think. Make sure you check out my Patreon for more videos. Link down below. Thanks for this lovely comment right here. Love you. Bye.